Be cautious. Be constant.
Cool. So, welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. Last night, I was planning on doing this shit all night, and then my internet just fucking died on me. And it was out for like 6 hours. Some kind of bullshit. So, I figured I might as well, at least tonight, clear out whatever the fuck this is.
Alright then.
Exactly, Adier. So this is the place where the Raid Saren army is held up. I'm just gonna murder them. Oh, look, an archer. And a war dog. Ironfield gunner. The soldiers watch you warily as you approach. Once you're within speaking distance, one of them gestures with a pistol. It's far enough. What are you doing here? I meant to ask you the same thing. Sorry, I could ask you the same thing. The Iron Flail is here under the command of Eric Simandir. He's red, so I'm assuming he's just evil already. And you're trespassing. Well, this is my land, bitch. Speak with Eric. Why is there a fort out here? What are you doing here? Eric said that there will be a great battle. We are here to hold the pass and defend Raid Saris. He's seen this in a dream. He's crazy. What if, theoretically, someone else had a vision like that? He frowns and shrugs. After this mess with the delegates, I wouldn't bring it up. You've asked more than enough questions. Go on, get out of here. I won't warn you
That
again.
really makes me want to burn this place down. More than usual.
Hey.
I'm gonna straight up go after this dude. I don't give a shit. There's probably a way around him. Oh, look at all your precious things. It'd be a shame if somebody just looted them. Mercenaries. I love mercenaries. Oh, I gotta make sure I keep a track if anyone's gonna heal. Stop.
I got this.
No more casting. Calm down. Those are magical mercenaries. This is kind of a little bigger than I thought it was going to be. Iron Flail Warlock.
Worth and rock.
More spies.
Lavaru beyond sea.
Dead. Straight up dead. Does it? Am I losing shit for them? Ooh, Grimoire. No. So I have to get all the things, because at some point... Oh, shit, that's all going to them. Whoops. Sure, you can have the alcohol. Yeah. Done. Oh, that's what I wanted to look at. Iron Flail? Oh, I guess I don't have anything in there. A young snow bear.
Lava.
I'm assuming the elemental is pissed because of all the other shit that's going on here. Oh, look at that. It's upgraded again. Grants Dragon's Breath once per rest. Cool. That's a badass fucking shield. Just does lots of damage. And it does really good defensive shit for him. Fuck, I'm doing it again. God damn it.
All right, then.
Stump! Surrounding forest stretches far into the horizon. They really ripped the shit out of the woods. Oh, baby, tell me there's a back door. It's like a conversation I can overhear? Well, I guess not. But I know they're there.
Here, I brought you a scarf.
Oh, look at here.
Thanks, Mariel.
Aww. I want to talk to the couple. You're that lord from Caed Nua, aren't you? The woman's cheeks are rosy with embarrassment. What are you doing here? Calm down. I'm not here to hurt anyone, or any of you. Well, what are you here for? You're liable to get fed to the dogs if the patrols catch you. What are you two up to? Too cold to get up to anything. Stealing some time away is all. No harm in that, is there? Aw, the young lovers. Consorting with the enemy? Are you here with that army? No, we're just villagers. Lie to me again. You're well armed, considering. Sure you are. Aren't you afraid of getting caught? Please just keep it down. Alec may be asleep on duty, but he's the only one around. Do you know anyone about the delegates from Stalwart? Right! Just the obvious. They didn't do a good job of negotiating. Commander's been in a fury for the past week. It's not like him. What about the commander? He pulled the iron foil together himself. He's a good man. He believes in Raid Saris more than anyone. He gave us our pride back, told us to keep the faith. Sometimes I think the Vigilant speaks through him. Cool. I need to speak to the commander. Can't help you, and I don't just mean they'd string me up for it. If you come before the delegates arrived, you might have had a chance. Looks as though we're in for a fight. The commander's not taking any risks. I'm not supposed to be out here. That makes 3 of us, right? No need to be so dramatic. We're not hurting anyone. Besides, Gamel here seems pretty reasonable. I'm going to leave you 2 lovebirds here. Because if you go inside that fort while I'm there, I will murder you. Not a very big thing now, is it? West Gate. Oh, please tell me I could break through the palisade. Well, sucks to be you, bro. Get him.
That looks like it hurt.
No, not the dogs. All right, hold on. Gunner, soldier. Okay. I just don't want to see anyone healing. Damn. Adir has many buffs on him. Shit, I did it again. Go. To the pockets. Stop collecting things. We don't need to hold on to things. We're fine. There we go. Straight into the chest.
Raska!
What did he say? Don't go far. Okay.
Raska! A Tor! Don't go far.
And you're wrecked.
Of course. Leave it to...
Votarist? Is that what that said? I'm guessing he's a chanter? Votarist. I'm guessing that's a chanter. Why did I not do this before? Intruders? I wasn't doing nothing. I think he just mind-controlled Zawa there for a minute. Well, I wanted to make an example of these guys anyway, so it's all fine.
Hey. Hey.
Although I'm not happy about killing the dogs. These logs seem recently cut, and from their size they once numbered amongst the older trees surrounding the pass. Just ahead of you, the gates to remain short. Just ahead of you, the gates to the fort remain shut. You spy archers moving along the tops of the watchtowers, scanning surroundings, and a chill breeze carries a scent of burning pitch. So if I go in through the front, I'm probably going to get shot at. Right? Call down a cannon strike from Durgan's battery. A heavy wooden gate bars the entry to the fort. Armored figures skulk the periphery of the flanking towers, bearing tall longbows. It would take a considerable force to stage a frontal assault upon the fort. Inspect the gate. Though not a permanent structure, the fort appears remarkably sturdy. These walls could easily delay an intruding force by enough for the fort's inhabitants to rally for defense. Let's head back for right now. And let's go look around over here before I inevitably go in through whatever that west side thing was. I mean, how badass would that be to just blow down the wall? But even still. Cool. I have them trapped. Observing it from below, you notice that the watchtower at the side gate appears to be unmanned. You find no hostile faces peering over the fence either. The roof of the tower crosses over the fort walls. Climbing may prove a means of getting inside. Examine the gate. At this hour of night, with the chill rolling in, most of the noise of the camp is concentrated by the campfires. A discreet individual could take the opportunity to climb up open the gate without raising the alarm. Looking over the outer wall, you notice a gap between two posts. While it's far too small for Kith, a small animal might make it through, form of the helpless beast. Yeah, cast form of helpless beast on someone. Consider who will cast it. I will cast it. Who will undergo? The devil. With a wild burst of light and with a whiff of smoke, the devil of Karak disappears, replaced by a small pig. The pig sniffs the air, then heads straight for the gap between the posts, wriggling underneath past. Nobody seems to notice the pig at the gate, but it's not before long the spell wears off and the devil of Karak is sprawled awkwardly in the snow. From there, the devil of Karak can see the camp, shrouded in the evening's gloom, and the guard posted some short distance away. The man is snoring, fast asleep. The devil of Karak creeps towards to unbar the gate. I'm glad I sent the rogue.
Hey.
That was a smart call. Okay.
Whew, good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
Hey, whoa, hey!
Hey,
Hey, whoa, hey!
how's it going? Hey there, dozing guard. Dim assembled but intact. You know what? Guess what? Murder squad, go. Anybody a caster, warlock, champion, gunner? Get them all. Kill them all. Deep wounds? Okay. What else we got in here? Few enterprising individuals have carved crude figures into the wooden logs of the latrine? Oh, it's a shitter. No, kill them. Damn. I was a champion. He was healing somehow, and he's paralyzed. Good for you, dumbass. Loot your shit. Loot your shit. Now who are we fighting?
Of course. All right.
Alright, now come down here. And I guess we're fighting dogs. Piglets?
You didn't see that.
I did see that. I saw you roaring at nothing. I'm gonna take all the alcohol. This cask is almost empty. So they're all drunk. Oh, there's dudes there. fuck was that? There's just some weird fucking chanting there. I don't know what that was and I don't like it.
If you say so. That'll do.
What up, Gunner? Yeah, bring the whole crew. I get to cast free fireballs. We're gonna do it right there. Right on top of Zawa. Oh, that was fun.
All right then.
What, I'm gonna say, what's that doing? Hot pitch rolls in this deep cauldron. Okay. A letter home. My love, I have enclosed some coins from Stalwart, so you have proof that I have arrived. You were right, I am colder than I have ever been. All the more so for being away from you. The Kith here are as cold as their land. They do not hate us as the Dirwoodians do, but they are mistrustful and proud. The commander has sent for delegates to start negotiations. Perhaps at this time the letter reaches you, we will have moved into Durgan's battery. Stalwart has no soldiers and only a handful of guards. Ephraim says he went to look at the battery with some scouts, and did not see anyone posted atop the tower. Without those cannons, they would be foolish to do anything but surrender. If not, we're sure to knock the fight out of them quickly. The commander says that once the battery is ours, the presence here alone may be enough to make the invaders think twice. Who would face us with the might of the battery at our backs? I write too much of battle, but only assure you that we are well. I miss you. The mountains are beautiful. I hold a hope that you may see them for yourself. Once it's safe for you to join us. No one's invading you, you crazy assholes. Literally no one. Whoops. Hey, look, there's a dude there.
You gotta see this.
Ooh, I gotta see it, huh? Cloak of an Aotheosan priest. Not bad. Trebuchet is disassembled, but intact. Well, let's go take a look at back
There's
here.
a good dog.
Ooh, you good
Babies,
boy.
those beasts.
Shh, he'll hear you.
I'll hear you.
Leave it to me.
Who's your good boy? Who's your good? Oh no! No longer a good boy. It's the saddest part of the game, having to kill war dogs. I hate killing dogs. It's like the saddest thing to do in any game. Oh, god damn you. Really? Now you decide to spine up and come in here? Ran like a bitch. Wand. Ooh. Yay! Also, Zawa, are you holding weapons? No.
Zawa is ready.
Fists, buddy.
Hey,
You only use your hands. You're a monk. You punch. That's all you're allowed to do. I'm guessing this is the commander's tent. So once we finish killing everybody outside, we'll go in there and kill everybody inside. Yay, progress. Command post. There we go. Ooh, not the champion.
Defend the commander!
Fuck yo, commander. Good. Ooh. Okay, so be revived during combat 5 times to unlock the next level. God damn it. So I would need Durance in the party to do that. Because Durance is the only other one I have that can revive. I think actually maybe Hirvas can, but he's not here. Neither of them here. Oh shit. I'm okay with all that. You can divine mark the shit out of whatever you want. You can see the water's dark surface not far below. Well, there's not really much left to explore. The door there. Peek under the tarp reveals barrels marked with powder stores. You are super dead.
Drive them back!
Nah, I knocked him down. That's a lot of gunmen. Ice treaders? Fangs. Huh. Wait, did it say? Most powerful enemy defeated. Ancient Death Guard. Crothar?
Hey,
Not the dog.
all right then.
Oh, he's so sad. Pretty much explored everything. But somehow there's still fucking dudes here. What the shit?
And that's how it's done.
No, you didn't.
Stop shouting. Okay. Disassembled but intact. Whatever that is. What's this? His cots have been recently washed. The dirt and mud beneath him is flecked with darker stains. I don't think I can do anything with that. So, what are you? Really? That's it? Pointless. Alright, let's go kill the commander. We can use this as a new fort for a new army that we raise here.
Enough! I've had my fill of... What's this?
Your death.
Steady, men. Our guest has arrived.
The Iron Fellow Commander is a young man, lean in build. His brown hair is unkempt and his eyes fevered. He will be slain on the morrow. At his feet, a grate set over what appears to be a pit. You hear a smattering of anxious cries coming from the cell as the commander steps forward.
All that chaos outside. For an instant, I believed you, woman. You make a sinister assassin, godlike. I'll give you that much.
Well, I'm gonna murder you anyway, so... Stalwart is under my protection. You must be the commander. Your men were weak. Prefer to settle this peacefully. Stalwart is under my protection.
I gave reasonable terms. They brought this on themselves.
So what were your terms?
Worthless dogs. I should have...
Adric's words die in his throat, his expression frozen mid-snarl. It isn't clear what had happened, not until you start to feel it too. Wait, what? Unbidden, your senses drift as if you had reached out towards the source of essence. You feel an ache in your chest, almost painful sensation of being pulled forward. A sudden wave of memories floods your mind, clears the day they formed. You see Odima's campsite, ravaged by a Biowak, the halls of Caednua. You tread wet cobblestones beneath copper lanes, seeking the leaden key. You climb up winding steps atop a tower that parts the clouds. The images wash over you, tracing lives and emotions from 100 different times and places. Not all are your own. Slowly, you become aware of the sensation of being watched. Reach out. You direct your senses, tracing the invasion to its source. Adiric. Conviction burns through him, bright as a brazier. For an instant, you share his emotion, and sourceless desperation rattles about your skull. Is he a Watcher? Is he a Am I about to kill another Watcher? They're just talking about how he sees dreams and shit? I think he's a Watcher. Absent context, the fragments of memory you see are just images. A small house across a field of vibrant purple flowers. A sea of armored kith flapping banners, waiting on your command. There's an uncomfortable moment where you feel your twinned awareness tuning in on itself, and then the connection is severed. Adric looks startled, his face ashen. You're a Watcher? That's never happened before. Guess you weren't expecting that. I'm gonna go with clever.
You're the Watcher at Caednua? They said he was a senile hermit.
Mayorwald is dead. Caednua is mine now. I'm the one who opened the battery in the first place. That's me. Well, they told me you're some kind of mad prophet. I'm the one who opened the battery.
Why have you come? Why now?
You can see lost souls about our mutual condition. Came to find out about the delegates. What made these people do to make them throw them in a pit?
Stalwart sent delegates to discuss terms of peace. I offered them the opportunity. I was generous. But Stalwart sent soothsayers, not diplomats, to frighten us with stories of the moon going dark, the earth shaking.
I would speak to the people who have seen these wild visions to compare notes.
God damn you, Zawa. Shut up with your goddamn fucking drug habits. Will you shut up down there? Perhaps you and I can talk now. Do you think you overreacted? There have been tremors, cave-ins at the mines. What do you want with Stalwart anyway?
You're nothing more than a mercenary for a village of people unwilling to put their own lives on the line.
But there have been tremors, there are cave-ins.
Don't play the fool with me. These omens are meant to frighten me, to make me doubt my purpose here. But there is more at stake here than a village in the mountains. They dismiss my faith, call us superstitious. But what does Stalwart believe in? Iron and gold, and nothing else. I have tilled barren fields with my bare hands. What is gold to me?
What the fuck do you want with
With
Stalwart?
a village of fishermen, nothing. But they cling fiercely to the forge you gave them. Some of the men are here for gold and good steel, and I promised them their share. But I came for cannons. With the battery's cannons, we can hold the pass. Rayed Saris has suffered enough. Its sons and daughters have nothing. We won't survive an attack from the Deerwood when it comes. Not unless we act. There is an army coming. I've seen it. Pouring down from the mountain. It will crush Stalwart and come for Rayed Saris.
Oh, I had the same vision.
The iron flail will be the wall that safeguards my homeland from the worst these fire worshippers can bring to bear.
You had a vision of an army. Tyrion mentioned you had a vision. Between the Duke's assassination and the Hollowborn crisis, Deerwood's a little preoccupied. Yeah. Going to attack. If Deerwood does attack, you brought it upon yourself. Yeah, you guys fucking came across with Widewind. You guys were assholes.
So I believed. Hoped, maybe. But that only means they're angry. They'll look for someone to blame, an enemy to fight.
I want to get as much information out of him before I murder him.
I warn you, if you think to taunt me, Watcher.
At Division 2, in mine, Cade knew was reduced to rubble by an army that shook the earth.
Why would they turn on their own? No. You're trying to trick me. This is all another distraction.
All that destruction we saw, you really think a bunch of backwater fools can do that? Yeah. I remember thunder and 100 eyes gazing back at me. Did any of that sound familiar? I thought the Iron Flail might be the army in my vision. Perhaps we both made a mistake. If we fight, you die here. What good are you to raid Saris then? No. I'm gonna go with this one.
Hey, you can call them backwater fools all you want, but don't let them hear you badmouth their destruction.
Yeah, the Thousand
Thunder
Eyes.
followed me to the temple at Dawn's Reach, and the earth split beneath our feet.
Yeah, what did you read in my soul?
That you're soft-hearted, but it hasn't seemed to stop you. And that you have seen and done a great many things. Things I would not have otherwise believed.
Oh, I still wanna murder you. But I feel like having another Watcher would help. Yes, Adir is literally the best companion. Oh, God. My benevolence really wants me to save this other Watcher so that we could work together. But I've already killed everybody else, so...
Just as well. I owe the spirits of the men you killed their vengeance.
Yeah. We'll just murder everybody.
You gotta see this.
Ooh, you found something? Not sure why this meat is floating, but we'll let floating meat be floating meat. Whoa! Jordius was granted sever the soul?
Hey there.
Time out. Sever the soul. Once per rest, Watcher targets the very essence of a creature with their next attack, bypassing the target's defenses and leaving them weakened. Nice. Give me your precious, precious loot. Steadfast. Binds with pretty much everything. Why would you even... Whatever. Resolve. Obviously, we're going to take that, but I don't know who to give that to. Oh, whoops. Put it in the thing? Can I not put it in there? What are you? Yo, wait. We get to romance companions in the second one? I am all over that. Huh. I wonder if you get to have new... There has to be new companions, though, too, right?
Hey.
Because if I could romance one of the characters, Pelagina... Pelagina's my girl. I found boots inside of a book. Sure. Why not? That's where I like to keep my shoes. Tucked inside of a novel as my bookmark. The returning companions are Adir, Eloth, and Pelagina. Sweet. Although if they had the Devil of Karnak in there, you could also just have her as a sex bot. Dwarven delegate. Oh, thank you. I thought we'd never get out of there. Are you hurt? Or are you just everyone happy to be alive and we'll be even? You're lucky I was in the area. What happened? What? Yeah, are you hurt? No, a little bruised perhaps. The cold was the worst part. Abaddon, bless your blade. I thought that madman would kill us all. Yay. Commander wasn't the problem. One of the delegates points an accusing figure at another, a woman standing apart from the rest. We might have had to come to terms if she hadn't goaded him, shouting at him like omens and curses, demanding he lead the march. Okay, so one of them's crazy. That's the one I'm going to kill. You know how superstitious the Raitsarians are. The commander was white as a sheet. She sabotaged the meeting. Raving delegate. That's a good name for it. The woman in question is dressed in unassuming robes. She bears the accusation silently as her eyes close as if in a prayer. Care to explain yourself? With desperate speed, the woman suddenly lunges sidelong towards a nearby rack and seizes a dagger lying there. She sets the blade to her own throat. What the fuck? Okay. They might have changed that, but I watched every update video and they've never mentioned anything different. I have not seen any of the update videos. I kept track of the Kickstarter thing, whatever they did for it, and I noticed they got like 4 times the amount that they were asking for. I think they wanted like 100,000 to make the next game, and they got like 400,000 or something like that. That they literally ran out of ideas for backer goals, and they just started like making shit up. Unseen to all but yourself, the dying woman's soul essence coils in thin wisps about her body, and only grows brighter as her corpse stills. The remaining delegates stare in horror at her pooling blood. Vanya kneels by the dying woman and inspects her robes. She examines a crescent medallion hanging from the woman's neck. What just happened? I don't know, but I'm about to go over there and poke a dead body with my soul. Damn it, now we'll never get an answer out of her. They put names out of a hat when they put the delegation together. Alright, time to go soul diving. You reach out and brace against a sudden flare of pain and fear. Digging after less recent events, there is a copper taste in your mouth and a pain like fire in your throat. Under the brute terror of death, you find a comforting thread of resolve, satisfaction, and duty fulfilled. You follow it. It leads you stumbling into another memory, as whole and vivid as the first. You walk the dark halls of an abbey, dimly lit and quiet, your footsteps loud. A blur, and you are standing in a dimly lit room, facing a robed Aumana. You recognize him as Kauto, the High Abbot. He beckons you forward. You are in a wide, rounded chamber. The tiles beneath your feet are covered in strange, curling symbols. You recognize them as the symbols of Andra, goddess of sea and memory. Oh. The memory blurs. When your sight is clear, you are standing in front of Kauto, and he is gently smiling down at you.
Drive the raid series from these mountains, and you may yet spare many lives.
Sure?
The Tidebringer will be here in a week's time. Should you be delayed in your travels, report to him as you would to me. He will enter the reliquary and call off the army of Iris in my stead. If you are caught, sister, you know what you must do. I will pray for your return, but we will take comfort in the knowledge that you have joined the rest of Andra's favorite in her keeping.
The words jar you loose from the memory, flinging you back into the moment of the woman's death, and then into your own skin. But the traces of her memory join yours, and you know the path to the abbey which she was to return. Yes! Buried in the mountains of the north. Is the name Eyeless familiar to anyone? Do you know what the Tidebringer is? She was sent to drive out the Raid Sarians. She was a follower of Andra, a fanatic. We're gonna go with Eyeless. Eyeless are a figure of speech for when you can't remember something. You say, must be the Eyeless took it from me. Yes, but there has to be a story to it. They're supposed to do the bidding of the Lady of Lament. Andra points, and they come, out of nowhere, wipe the things from the face of the world. Great. Oh, the goal was 1.1 million, and they got 4.4 million. It's coming out next month? Jesus shit, I gotta beat this then. That's why whenever something goes up and missing or gets destroyed with no one there to see it, they're supposed to thank Andra and the Eyeless didn't come for you too. Do you know Kauto? Kauto? Yes, he came through the town some time back, stopped by the temple in Stalwart, the temple of all thieves. It was just after the town decided to rededicate it to Abaddon. He didn't seem too pleased about it. He was dressed like a priest. Maybe he took offense. He's an Aumana, tall fall, very polite, considering he's apparently the leader of some fanatical sect. Yeah. Why is it asked? Alright. Tidebringer. Temple of Andra. It's a person, a title. It tends to be used to be more in devout circles. Abbey to the north. An Android stronghold, not the kind of place that welcomes visitors. Sounds like the Abbey of the Fallen Moon. Yes! So her quest shit. I'm glad I kept her in the party. Is that where she came from? Yes, and it's where I'll find the reliquary, so I can call off their army. Should make it back to call off whatever they're planning. Apparently the Androids have an army too. Maybe next time I would be more careful. So they're the fucking army. Come on, areas after the battery. Why would those Androids want the Raid Sarians out? I doubt it's for Stalwart's benefit. Competition, maybe? Man of passion. They're up to something. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. If you do mean to go to this abbey, be careful. There have been stories about traders wandering north, getting scared off, or even killed by strange guards. Yep. A secretive bunch. I suppose you could always try to sneak in. I doubt you'll be welcome otherwise. Sounds like this Tidebringer would be welcome, I mean. Skulking isn't really my style. I'll get in without getting spotted. I will definitely be spotted. And I'm the one they've been waiting for. Imagine the abbey is heavily guarded. A sudden, deafening crash from outside makes the delegates jump, startled. A rumbling like thunder follows. You hear further sounds of smashing timbers, panic screaming. What's happening? I thought you took care of the soldiers. Stay put. I'll take shrug and walk away. Huh. I did. Stay put.
Hey.
But before I loot this woman...
Of course.
Alright, now what do I get to go kill? I didn't realize the next game came out next month. I thought there was a little bit more time for that. I would love for them to take an extra, like, I don't know, 2 months and just voice over more things. Because one of the things that I'm not too happy about in this is that there's a lot of dialogue. And I love the dialogue. But only, what the fuck is that thing? Oh, shit. I know what that is. But, I mean, there's a lot of dialogue. And they voice over, like, half of it. But they'll do, like, one conversation, they'll say a line, I'll click next. The next thing won't, and then the thing after that will. Eyeless Hammer. This is the thing I had in the vision at the top of the cannon tower. Those things here for us or the iron flail? Well...
Oh, are those things here for us or the iron flail?
Not sure. Let's murder them. Oh my god, it's like the fucking sentinels.
Gotta have something here that works.
These things are badass. I hate them. Not entirely strong, though. As the last of the mage folk falls, a tide of essence sweeps through the air. It washes over you, and you find yourself in the memories of the eyeless. Okay. The hulking creatures surround you, their sinew-wrapped skeletons clanking and screeching in the semi-darkness. Their bodies fill with air and the tang of metal and the musk of sweat. In the caverns which you stand, it looks like a cavern, anyway, glows a dim ambient light. Steel flashes as the eyeless shift and stir. They stamp their feet and groan in rasping metallic voices. Their restless energy prickles at the back of your neck. And in an echoing rumble, you hear something familiar. It's the pounding noise from your dream, the harbinger of a terrible army. You begin to wonder how many eyeless are crowded around you. You suspect there must be scores of them, maybe more. It's difficult to tell how far back this chamber goes, or where it is. Ahead you see a glint of light. It might be an exit. Already, however, the vision is starting to fade. Go further into the chamber. You push past the lumbering eyeless and yet cling to the wilting shreds of the vision. The cavern broadens before you. Ugh. It swells with echoes until you hear the growling, grinding sounds of all the eyeless. You pull yourself into a glowing crystalline outcropping and survey the expanse of blunt heads and piston arms. There aren't scores of them, there are hundreds. The vision ends, returning you to the frozen blood-churned mud of the fort. I can
You
fight
don't
them.
mess around when you make enemies, do you?
Merla. Like an animancer's construct. But what could have made creatures like this?
A god. A pissed-off god. April 3rd. What's this? Gravesite? No. Oh, the front gate's probably smashed open now. Ooh, keep things. Skulls for Mother. Hirvus explored the ruins of Ibril's Well and extensively and found a wide array of dangers in the ancient city's crumbling homes and palaces. Though the Pigya have always been hostile to outsiders, Hirvus was able to speak with them and realize they were being mentally controlled by someone else. The source of the increased attacks was an Orlan cipher who had been disowned by her father and subsequently banished from the twice-split Arrows. Especially skilled at mental domination, the cipher was using the Purgra, or children, to make a small fortune on unlucky travelers. However, once Hirvis drew her out into the open, the overconfident Cypher was quickly defeated. In the Cypher's lair, near the heart of Ibril's well, Hirvis discovered a grisly treasure, a necklace the Purgra had formed from the teeth of the Orleans murdered father. Great. Rot skulls? Great. That's cool. I guess. Good for you, Hirvis. Oh, wait, we can talk.
I guess we should be flattered that someone sent those things after us. But I would have preferred a card. I'd heard rumors of the eyeless, but I always thought that name was a metaphor. Though I would have called them Mace Hands of Doom, if anyone had asked me.
Non-committally. Oh, that's why they didn't.
Ah, you wound me. So this is the mysterious army you've been dreaming about, huh? It's a wonder you're getting any sleep.
And that's why we're going to the Abbey, to stop them.
I'm regretting all of my decision-making up to this point. Still, I guess a suicidal plan is better than none.
You're looking for the Abbey for a long time. We'll find the salt well, too. I don't know what the salt well is, but...
I know, it's just... well, knowing that I'm finally close to getting rid of this memory, it feels like it's crowding my head that much more. It's been with me for decades. Driven me halfway across the known world.
Perhaps you just need to get it off your shoulders.
You're right.
Take your time.
It was a war. Centuries ago, before Adiran unification. I was a soldier then. Led a campaign across the northern forests to subdue some of the outlying Kulklan villages. Brutal work. Lost a third of my forces to the forest, and another third to the elven scouts hiding in it. By the time we reached the first village, we'd crushed their defenses, and they'd bled us. Wasn't much more than children and the elderly left. But they spit on us when we marched into town. The village elders surrendered and offered us lodging in the old meeting hall. And when the sun set, they tried to burn it down around us. They barely got a flame going, but that wasn't the point. In their defiance, I saw months more of pointless, bloody battle as we fought for the rest of the region. I had to break them. And I had to send a message to the rest of the villages.
I'm assuming you broke many people.
So I nailed every last one of them to the trees around the town and left them there to die.
Damn! It wasn't you. I mean, you were a mercenary and a pirate, so...
I've done my share of fighting these 40-odd years. But I've never drawn my blade just to watch someone bleed. And I've never drawn it on someone who didn't have his own in hand. That's what I kept telling the troops. But if I'm honest, I was angry. I wanted to see pain. And I wanted to be the one holding a blade.
So, what did you do then?
I never remembered more. Eventually, Adir and Kulklin united. The gentlefolk forgave each other for what they'd done to each other's people.
That's terrible that they forgave each other.
Don't I know it? Anyway, we should get going.
Yeah. You picked up something back there.
Something I've been saving for better days.
Oh.
Hey.
I guess that wasn't the thing she picked up. It was just alcohol or something. Stay away from Zawa. Don't let Zawa give you shit. Don't take anything from Zawa. That's why he doesn't get any equipment. I just want to go here now. Wait. Let me check the quest first. Travel to the Abbey. Find out how to call off the army. Alright, so yeah, just go to the Abbey. Well, maybe by the time the second game comes out, I'll have all my shit into my new computer, and then I won't have to deal with these loading screens constantly. Infiltrate. Not very hard. Long Bosk. Alright. Dwarf, clothed in but a few straps of fur, puffs from his bared chest from every drag of his pipe. What are you doing? Fine weather. My mistress had business with the Andrites. We'll be off as soon as she's done at the Abbey. Meantime, I was told to stay put. I don't want any outsiders meandering about. She already put some kind of hex on me. Says I won't even remember any of this, but the copper's worth it. She says I'll wake up at home with a full coin purse. Opposite of most of my mornings, so that had a certain appeal. Wish you were the fun kind. She's a gift bearer, paid me well to guard her on this journey, though. I'm looking to get inside. Are you now? As far as I know, straight this way. The middle path on the right, with the ruined arch. If they let you in, of course, the Andrites are none too friendly but to their own. My mistress went through the archway, spoke to some guards there, and then headed in. They got eyes on the other paths, cast me dirty looks from afar when they passed this way, as if I'd stand here in plain of view. I had some grand design of sneaking into their blazing church. And what's an abbey got worth hiding anyway? Monks? Why are you helping me? Got a look about you. Look like you need it. Hey, that's nice. Just to help people for the sake of helping people. I'm not going to murder you now. Maybe there's something I don't like about this place, like it's hiding something. In my younger days, it'd be me going in there. No, but it's an abbey, not a fortress. You can bet it's got holes like any fat monster. Supply passages, escape routes. I'd be lying if I said I never explored one uninvited when I was too young to know better, but I've helped myself to its relics. Let's just say if a certain war goddess has her way, I'd be living my next life as a dung roll bug. I doubt we'll meet again. Any luck, my mistress will return soon. Hope you find what you're looking for. Thank you, friend!
Hey.
Oh my god, you were super helpful. So this is the way to get in.
Hard to imagine a whole sect living out here. But I guess that's the point.
I should not have peered over the edge. I could see no bottom.
I was just looking for the way out. Oh, god damn it.
Perhaps if you pray, the lady will forget.
I'm gonna have to rest before I go in here. What the fuck? Where'd the little dude come from? Ooh, got a thing.
And that's how it's done.
That was easy. Alright, so here's one way in. I'm going to go back this way. Then I'm going to try the front door. Which I imagine will just be me murdering my way.
Even our visit.
Oh. Mind gazer? Well, you're dead. Poke him up. You done shouting? Damn it. He really knocked you pretty far back. Anything cool up here? Nope, just some dudes. I guess this just wraps around. Oh god, they're behind me. I need to break away. There we go.
All right, then.
If you say so. Got it done.
Ooh, what's this? Currents of wind bounce off the jagged rocks, rising to meet your face with a freezing touch. Here's a fancy thing. Let's see. It looks like walls, wave washing over. Mural is rendered on the face of the rock wall. 4 panels seem to be arranged in there's a story of some kind. Inspect the mural. The first panel, and through the end. Okay. Second panel, Samian the flood. Dismin the ebb. Tiathu the beginning. Okay. So is it backwards? I don't want to go inside yet. May I kill him? If this wraps around, I can clear the rest of this shit up and then we're good. Giant skeleton's leg?
Join arms. That looks like it.
What the fuck am I in?
Hey. Hey. All right, then.
More inside stuff.
If you say so. Got it done.
Ice is built up on every bones of the skeletal hand, forming a slippery incline in the jagged cliffs below. What the fuck is this thing? I need to, like, reveal the entire map to see what the fuck I'm standing on.
Leave it to me.
I'm guessing I don't have any spells left. Meh, not many. So this is the way he was talking about. What's up here? Nothing really. Or was this the way he was talking about? So that's the leg. That's the hand over there. Halls of Silence. Halls of Presence. Presence. Presence, presence. So this is something different than the others. Let's go in here. Or it's all the same thing and whatever. Point being, I need to murder Kyoto. Find out how to reach the reliquary. This place doesn't seem that big. What's going on here real quick? Ow. A lot of dudes. Oh, they just keep coming.
Hey. Leave it.
There we go.
All right, then.
Let's go this way. Thin layer of frost sparkles over the store of bread and cabbages. Aw. Cabbage bread's no... Frozen cabbage is terrible. Got nothing. I think I found the femur. Or the hip bone, I mean. Some of the ice seems to be part of the hips of a giant skeleton. I'm aware. Are they going to try to bring the skeleton dude back? Get out there, attack him. Attack him. Surround and murder.
That looks like it hurt.
Aw, it's Space Pig's pushing guts. Good for you, Space Pig. Alright, so we got a big door.
methods!
Damn, that knockback.
Now, where were we?
Where does this go? Halls of Presence. Okay. So we're in like the storehouse, kind of. I'm okay with that. Let's go look everywhere else first and then go do shit. What the fuck? Wave-crested key? Sure.
Hey.
Pick up the thing, man. There we go.
Hey.
If you say so. That'll do.
I'm assuming that also goes upstairs. So let's go open the door. Oh. Hello? What the fuck? Looking for someone. What the? What are they doing? Okay, this is weird. This door is sealed shut. No, look, souls. Hovering over a skeleton half trapped in ice, the faint traces of essence lingers to the cold air of the cavern. You let your soul envelop the essence. Memories spread in a thin mist around you, dim and torn, their scattered fragments floating like motes of dust in the twilight. You're walking on an oblong chamber. The stones of its underground walls glisten and wet from the floodwaters. A hand clasps your shoulder. You hear a whisper. Enethric, I don't want to look. The memory vanishes, and now all you see is a slab of stone. You're staring at it just inches away from the wall. Your fingers trace circles on it, digging into the moss that clings on its weathered surface. You're not sure how long you've been touching, but perhaps you've always been. A scream jolts you. It echoes thunder throughout the hall. Your ears hurt, a pain that digs deep, burrowing into your head like a twisted dagger. You run. Others run. You don't know them. You can't remember them, but somehow you take comfort in their presence. Yes, they will help you with the pain, the noise. You'll kill it. The anger of the memory subsides, and now you're sitting down, and the steps are carved on rock. Dozens of skeletons lie below, beneath the frozen water. Their jaws hang open, silent. Yet, what's that? A low grumble, gargling, growling, deafening. You snap your head to the side, and in anguish you see it. The water, rushing down the halls, pushing you into a torrent of white foam. You fall, your mouth opens to shout, but the screams are muffled and fills with water.
Hey.
Oh, I see them now. There's a lot of dead people in there. What the So, like, they're wiping memories and killing dudes? I want to see where that goes, too. Where's this? Cliffs of the Abbey.
That looks like it hurt.
That's got to go someplace special. Despite the icy sheen that covers these webs, their threads gently vibrate at the slightest disturbance. You're nothing special.
Alright.
There's not really anywhere else I can go in here, because the shit's Pool of the Anointed. Oh, I gotta do something there, I bet. You stand at the precipice of a fissure that has time torn the mountain upon which the abbey stands. The whistling winds call at the depths of the crevice, mournful walls hinting at the great descent from the edge into the dark, lonely spaces below. Encased in centuries of rime, a gargantuan skeletal hand hangs awkwardly above the gap. Its fingers are splayed in a pained pose, ice preserving the circumstances of the victim's death long after the flesh has rotted away. With only the ominous moaning of the crevice to disturb you of your thinking, you consider your options. The well-placed grappling hook would allow you to reach the other side. Oh, no, leads to that. This leads to that, which means I could grapple off the hand to get over here. I don't need to do that. Gotta be something I can do here. No, there's a lever on the other side. Oh, there's a lever here. No, it hurts. Make it stop. Whoa, whoa, what's going on? Oh, shit. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sure if you weren't confused out of your fucking mind, this would make more sense for me to put you out of your misery. Out of your misery. Night Shroud. Kill 13 human with Night Shroud to unlock the next level. Cool. Seen Glawo with Night Shroud? What'd you get? To cast finishing blow on hit or critical hit. Huh. That's good. I'm glad I gave that to you.
Hey.
Come on, loot them.
Hey.
They're all dead now? I tried, man.
Not much of a life down here, is it?
Who's there?
Who are you? Walking away. Door sealed shut. Actually, let's close this and go talk to this dude. Ferentis. Tufts of downy gray hair sprout from the back of this man's scalp like shrubs. His lower lip curls inward a row of teeth that appear to have mostly fallen out. A musty odor hangs around him like a fog.
Is that you, Edith? I thought I'd lost you.
I see this man's mind. Shattered, crumbling, even as we stand here.
I called for you. I wanted to search, but the blizzard lasted days. I'm so sorry. But wait. We did find you. When the thaw finally came, I saw you rigid, frozen. You cannot be Edith.
That sucks, bro. I'm sorry to hear about Edith.
No, we are in the Abbey. Gift bearers. And you must be the Tidebringer.
Yeah, man, I'm the Tidebringer.
Then listen well, Tidebringer. Kauto does not know what he asks. Nor did I, when I performed the Tidebringer's duties so long ago. The halls of silence. They take our minds, memory by memory. It would be peaceful, we were told, like going to sleep.
They take, like, every memory?
Look around you. We, the low tide, who have been sealed down here all these many years, do we seem at peace to you? We are lost, terrified.
Who are you?
No one has asked me in I don't know how long. Who was I? I was the High Abbot, wasn't it?
I like this guy.
High
I don't
Abbot
want to murder him.
Ferentis. That was me. Or the one before me, if not. No longer, though. I am just another brother of the low tide. I remember a woman. Was she my wife? She had curls in her hair, and she spoke softly. What became of her? I carry so many memories that I took from strangers who wanted to be rid of them. I don't know what's mine anymore. And there are so many holes. Every image a blur or a void. Would that I could be free of this place. Free to make new memories. To know who I am.
I will totally let you out of here if you tell me what I'm supposed to do.
The Tidebringer comes to replace the High Abbot. The ritual is called... It is called... The Rising. Yes. We carry so many memories. Tragic or dangerous some. We live above for a time, devoted to Andra. Then we come here to forget it all. Wash our souls clean of the memories. When it is done, a Tidebringer is summoned. Those above, the high tide, they become the low tide. It means they are brought here to the halls of silence.
Y'all are fucked up.
But not before the old low tide are removed, drowned in a flood, and swept away. The Rising.
So, everyone who's upstairs eventually comes downstairs until they slowly lose their minds. And then, in order to get rid of those people down here, they flood the place and just push them out where they freeze into that ice stone area there. Your order attacked me.
Few of us know friend from foe anymore. I may be the only one left who can still speak for us. They are peaceful in their hearts. It is this place. It has confused and agitated them.
This is terrible, man.
Please forgive them.
Oh, that's good. I ought to try that one next time I get nabbed.
You did not choose to be here?
Did we? We did. We chose it. when we thought it was our duty, and that it would be peaceful. But the more we forget, the less we understand. Every day, something familiar becomes strange. If I had known, I'd never have accepted my assignment to the Abbey. Nor would many, I suspect.
He made his choice when he was of sound mind. He's not himself anymore. Better to finish the ritual and release him back to the wheel.
Damn, man, that's heartless.
There is a relic, an aspergillum, it was called.
This dude's got
What was it?
half of his fucking mind, and he can say that. And I have a total mind, and I can't even spell aspergillum? Is that what he said?
Well, it doesn't matter. It controls the floodwaters, but also the outer floodgates. Andra's Witness! That is the name. It is down here, but I don't recall how to reach it. The High Abbot knows. If you can find out from him, you could set us free. Open the gates. We would leave in peace and finish our lives in dignity.
I want to let you go, but is it the good thing? I mean, you can leave, but the others...
We are all so old now. There is little damage we could do in this state.
Yeah, I don't know. We had this old fella in Gilded Vale. Looked harmless, couldn't talk, but he'd bite you if you tried to steal his steak when no one was looking.
Once we are
God damn
free
it.
of this place, we will be able to make memories again. The confusion and paranoia will pass.
I'll see what I can do.
Use the door behind me. Safer that way.
Oh,
Hey,
well then. I'm gonna go murder some more things real quick. Then I will use the door behind you. Well. I did say I was gonna go murder some more things. Oh shit! She went down. Bring her back up, please.
hey.
Are you gonna get back up?
All right, then.
Maimed?
Hey,
I mean, she's standing.
hey. Hey.
Why is she not
Hey.
healing? Alright, I guess we'll just camp. Fuck it. There you go, all better.
All right, then.
Beyond the door, you catch glimpses of shades in the darkness, wails and whispers, a faint and erratic echo from within sealed walls. To be barred from the inside, it does not budge. Big door.
Lava room.
Whoop.
Ah, that more than raw. Hey there.
Get out of here.
lava.
Missed.
Stop shouting down there. Do something.
All right, then.
Okay. Great, lots of blood. Echoes faintly from the depths of this chasm. Well, whatever we need to do, we're doing it here. Different scenes of an ocean shoreline are carved into 4 stone panels. Oh! Inspect the panels. So we want to arrange the panels. Okay, cool. We want a flourishing city. Then we want panel of the tidal wave. Then we want the city in flames. Barren shore. Did I do it wrong? Oh, the burning city goes second. So, flourishing. City in flames. Tidal wave. Barren shore. Damn it. Do I do it the other way? Flourishing city. Press the recess button. Damn it. Flourishing city. Tidal wave. City in flames. Barren shore. So do you start with a tidal wave? Maybe the tidal wave is what it was. No, shit. It was burning. Okay, hold on. City in flames. Then the tidal wave. Then the barren shore. Then the flourishing city. I'm an idiot. Remaining panels retract and lock in place. Behind the stones there's a metallic groaner. City whir. Tiles waist high slides back. Beneath there is a carving. Shows an image of an ocean curled in the crescent moon. I think that means this way is open now? Maybe not. I don't know what I did. Small tile about waist height clicks. Beneath there is a carving It shows an image of an ocean wave curled around a crescent moon. I don't know what that just did. Do I go upstairs now? I did something. I have no idea what the fuck I did. Like, this way should lead to across the shit, but... I don't know. Maybe I'm just missing a piece. Oh, this place is huge too. Ow, someone shot me in the ass.
Join arms. Now, where were we?
Yeah, get him. God, I love that hammer.
Hey. Hey.
I think that was Fef. I think they're on drugs. This place may not be as big as I thought it was. Seems to be a lot of stupid rock formations. Are you down?
All right then.
Sure.
Oh, look at him.
Found something? What did you find? Oh! Andrite quarters key. I'm assuming the nice areas are the more important places. Philogena girl, what are you doing? Huh. She just like stood there. Kill them all.
Uh-huh.
Hey.
She is very cheery.
Of course.
If you say so. Got it done.
I love having you in the team. Good for you, devil. Alright, I can go that way. Or I can go this way. It looks like it's going to wrap around. Anything else over there? No. Yeah, drop the hammer.
That looks like it hurt.
I love that the hammer's just
That's how
mashing
it's
that
done.
corpse. Console Hot, you were worth a kill. Okay, that's the entrance. Craftsmanship that gave form to the statue appears too skilled and refined to come from the hands or mere mortal hands. Got another doorway.
Smell.
What'd you say? Smells like an ocean breeze.
We've got to be close.
It's a lot of dudes. Quick! Shoot the fireball. Just hit everyone with it.
Oh, thank you.
Nah. We seem to be deadlocked. Yeah, do that. Somebody healing? Is that what's going on now? Faithbinder? Faithbinder. He needs to die. The fight went on way too long.
All right, then.
We got a door. Another door. Silence. You go outside. Oh, it's the reliquary. That's the shit I was looking for.
If you say so. So. If you say so.
Get in there.
If you say so. That'll do.
What the fuck? Sure? Like a living prison, thick arms of coral have grown around the assortment of old weathered relics.
The salt well.
Oh!
Thought it'd be bigger.
Looks deep. Thought you'd be diving now.
Biggest regrets and greatest sorrows get left here. So it better be.
There's frustration back from
But
the
something
throat.
so long, you're worried that when you finally get it, it won't be what you expected. Oh, that thing's just filled with leeches.
You're stalling. And it's cutting out the voices. You were never liable for the massacre you remember. Let go of your guilt. Your memory of the massacre has shaped you. Discarding it may change you more than you intend. Memory is a penance for our misdeeds. You have no right to forget the massacre. What if your memory of the massacre is preventing you from committing a similar crime? Suffering helps no one. Forget the massacre. You have peace. Yeah. You were never liable.
Right. Here goes. Old.
Do you feel anything?
Numb, actually. Isn't it?
Man, what? Andre, perhaps you need to give something up.
I've got it.
Uh,
Tell her the night I awakened. Been saving it for a special occasion.
and drops the rest of the broken bottle in the pool where spirals in the oh god. Oh no. The surface of the pool ripples. Mana has paddles, the spreading cloud. Crimson tentacles erupt from it, writhing and screeching.
Madiko, what is that?
Get out! Wine-colored tentacle wraps around her head and shouts and pulls her under. The fuck? The seconds crawl by. What
Did
the
that thing come from the bottle or the pool?
The bottle. Last bubbles break to the surface. Are you alright? Minna climbs up and out of the salt well. As she does, the reddish color dissipates from the water, leaving only a glassy, clear surface and unfathomable depths below. What do you remember?
But I don't remember what chased me. And I remember fear, but I don't remember what scared me. But I don't remember why.
Then it worked? I'm not sure.
For it.
Stanches of the bleeding. Was granted clean conscience. Cool. What does that do for you? Passive. +2 dexterity. Okay.
Hey.
I'm glad we could do that for you.
If you say so. Got it done.
Ooh, shit. That's just a baseball bat with nails in it.
All right, then.
Hello?
You've made a grave mistake. I will correct it in Andra's name.
Damn, dude, you shredded. What can I cast? Let's do that. Yo, the high abbot's on my ass. Anyone want to come, play? Adir? Come fight the High Abbot. Is he dead? I think he's dead. I was supposed to get information from him.
And that's how it's done.
I wonder if I can still get the information to free those dudes? Oh, I can talk to his spirit. Okay. Robes of the Tidebringer? Crested Key. Got a bunch of stuff.
I'm ready.
Reach out for soul. You project your essence outward. When it makes contact, you feel yourself suddenly plummeting through the moments and sensations of another life. Walk briskly in a hallway flanked by small gated rooms. It has a feel of a prison, but the architecture is consistent with the abbey. You pause at the array of panels, but too blurry to read. You rearrange them and a sudden hidden tile slides back at the wall. Yes. In that spot, you make a strange sign with your hands, and the way opens ahead of you. You ascend the flight of steps to take hold of the rod-shaped arch. Push it down and hear the sound of water in the distance. You're falling through the memories again, but suddenly a sharp landing. Okay, so that's how I get them out of there. Make a hand sign. Water flows over the archway like a waterfall without a source. You look at your hand and the relics you took from the device there. You extend it outward and the water seems to be repelled by it, creating space for you to enter. As you step through, the doorway leads out the memory entirely. You withdraw the same direction you came from, flying upward and out of the High Abbot's soul.
Hey.
Anything else in here? I've just killed the High Abbot. Well, let's go this way. Nothing. Well, something.
If you say so. That'll do.
People? No people. Run away! Run away! No, don't open the thing. Run away. We done? Journal of the High Abbot. This is probably important. Oh, God. Volume appears to serve many functions. There are notes in it dealing with schedules and routines at the Abbey, favorite passages of blah, blah, blah. As long since I've dreamt of my rising, yet another rising soon upon us. 5th time of the week. Probably, Angry, vengeful eyes. Arrange the panels and curl my hands at the sign of the tide. There we go. Sign of the tide. Right as the weave, left of the tracing crescent moon, the two of my outer fingers. I climb the steps, and Andra's witness is installed there. The old Esperillodrome set to operate the valves. I use it like a lever. The water rises. There are angry shouts. When I cover my ears, they are louder still. So he's killing people, and he fucking knows it. But the outer water rushes upward, past where I should. I climb as high as I can, but I feel it ice on my feet, over my head. I cannot breathe. Suddenly I'm outside of the reliquary, looking at the veil of tears, the witness in my hand. And the veil parts it. After I step through and place in the Abbey, I feel protected. The only place inside, come out in total darkness. I call for help. I'm shouting, screaming. There's no help. I stop. I sit in the dark, waiting for what seems like ages, and then to realize I do not know who I am. Okay. I killed a whole sect. And I feel good about it. So let's go explore this shit real quick. And then we'll go save the old man. And then we'll go up into the reliquary. Spellseer? Oh, God. Roll, baby, roll! I tried. Everyone killed Faithfinder.
We're not getting
Stop with the fucking healing. That was just a sad coughing of death. A thin film of iridescent dust floats on the calm surface of the waters, obscuring its depths. Any other dudes in here? No? Alright, if that's it, then let's go downstairs. I mean, if anything, there's only a few people even left alive, so we are all good. Alright, let's go back to him. Bring him his journal.
Ah, hello. Use the door behind.
Okay, well, let's go back and do the thing. Perform the sign of the tide and the hidden carving. You carry your hands coated down the position carving of the water. When you use the other hand, you trace the arc of the crescent with your index and little fingers. Have the rumble stirs, then ground from all around the rushing water. Okay. Oh, baby, I'm walking on water. Cool. Hit the lever. Did that trigger a thing?
Right here.
Hey.
Embedded in this deep semicircular slab is what looks like a vessel for sparkling holy water. In contrast, looks more like a lever. Point the object toward the open gate. A mechanical snap rust locks and groan of iron hinges. Yay! I released a bunch of insane people. And now they're off into the world. To maybe even murder. Echoing voices reach your ears. The words are unintelligible, but you can make out laughter, crying, and cheers. Soon after, the shouts of alarm resonate in the distance. With a click, the machine releases hold on the strange rod. You pack the vessel away. We did it.
Drown like rats or wind out the rest of your days as a madman. Andra doesn't leave much of a choice, does she?
Of course.
Let's go back to him. Andra's witness added to the stash. That was Rising Tide? Oh, I had to do that to get into the reliquary anyway. Is he still here? No. Okay, well, it was cool, bro. Close to the Abbey. No, I want Halls of Presence. Reliquary. Oh, I forgot that I could retrain. Honestly, I wouldn't even want to. I would rather them do their own feats and stuff. I feel like that's the nicer thing. The Veil of Tears. How did this stop the eyeless army? Am I about to go fight Andra? Huh. Good stuff. Andra might be pissed. Or whatever. Go. Achievement unlocked. Voice from the Deep? Well, that's a big fucking thing. So whatever this dude is, examine the skull. Whatever
I
this...
guess the rest of the giant skeleton should have been our first clue.
Just a forceful blow separated from its skull. Damn. Something basically ripped this thing's fucking head off. Where did he... I guess that goes all the way downstairs. Okay, the reliquary. Lodged between rows of crystalline rock, a large fragment of metal protrudes. It looks as though it's might be possible to pry loose. Hold the metal fragment. At your touch, the splinter of metal begins to glow orange. Heat surges up in your hands and arms and envelops you with such intensity you feel as though you are melting down. Okay. The heat spreads to the world around you and turns orange and yellow and then white. The ground, sky, everything around you drips in molten globs and begins to take shape beneath you as if an invisible mold. You and the shard are the last things to melt and fall. In addition to the molten pool, completes the shape of an immense hammer. Well, we've died. The metal cools as quickly as it had heated. The handle gripped now by two great leathery hands, and the hammer is cocked back over a shoulder broad as model as a hilltop. The wielder whirls it around and heaves the hammer, and you are flying upward for what seems like ages into the airless blackness above. As you spin, you catch glimpses of rock large enough to be a moon? It is close, far too close to the world. The force of the impact shatters the hammer and stone alike. The rock is redirected outward, but a section from the front face is cleaved off and begins to fall, splintering apart at the cracks. In 100,000 fragments blossoming out in all directions, debris showers the atmosphere, trailing smoke and fire. Below, the land and sea are far off, but gradually rising up. Look to the sea? The largest of the fragments, wide as a city, barrels down in a fiery cocoon. Its size reduces as the edges immolate, but it won't burn up in time. It lands silently in the distant ocean, sending a column of water skyward, radiating, rippling like spread wrinkles in a fabric. The sound comes tearing through the sky. It sounds like thunder. Look to the land. The features are becoming clearer by the moment as you streak toward the earth. You are lodged in an enormous boulder, falling among the other smaller fragments that heat and burst around you on all sides. Beneath you, snow-capped mountains rise up, dotted here and there by cities of stone and Adra. The impact will be the destruction of all of them. The shadow of your rock fragment is visible now, getting larger by the second. You are moments away from striking the ground when a massive shape throws itself into your path. The last thing you hear sounds like another rumbling impact, but that isn't quite what it is. It's a chuckle, relieved, breathless. You hear two words: made it. Everything goes dark. You open your eyes, the metal hammer fragments have come free, and you now hold it in your hands. It's warm to the touch. Oh, so that's how the guy died. And now we're talking with gods again. The air around you is suddenly turbulent, spiteful. A cold, damp wind whips your face. Salt crystals collect in your nostrils and creases of your eyes. The floor below you now becomes a blue-gray, glassy, churning and rolling. And when you fall, you crash through water. Violent waves hurl and spin you. Something slithers around your ankles, seizes you with incredible strength, and drags you down in silty depths.
This is very good.
I'm as high as Zawa right now. When the pulling stops, you are hovering at the center of an endless blue abyss. You can neither see surface nor floor. You seem to be facing downward, but there is no way to be sure. Voice sounds from everywhere at once, and immense pressure of each wave uttered and sends you reeling.
Deceitful wretch! Grave robber! You who dig for that which you did not bury. Speak! Explain yourself and be judged.
Yeah, Andra's pissed. I seek a means of defeating an army that threatens my lands. I seek no harm. I came in search of answers. I only do what I do to survive. I'm to be judged. Who are you called, wench? Wench? Oh, shit. Yeah.
You seek what is mine, what was rightfully lost.
The outburst propels you, sending you end over end.
Your actions speak for themselves. The battery opened. The forge ignited. You set free souls that hid from me, that stole from me and evaded my judgment.
Andra's the one who fucking killed the battery people.
The dwarves sealed their own fate. The forge was meant to be forgotten. And now, here you are again, denying peace to the buried.
So this forge belonged to this giant hammer dude, who I'm guessing was a god. And he died protecting it. And Andra made it be forgotten. Then the dwarves found it, so Andra killed the dwarves, and now I found it, so Andra's trying to kill me. The turbines around you calm. Silt settles into slow exhaltation, and the vast dark seascape beyond it, the murk fades in. Rays of light trickle down far from above into green-gold columns and kept the rise of depths sway back and forth in current. Fish and mollusks patrol them in groups of hundreds and thousands. The nearest pass you with watchful eyes. If I was a cleric, and I chose to be a cleric of Andra, would she just, like, make me not be a cleric anymore? Because by doing what I was doing, I have basically gone against her teachings, and in D&D, if you go against the teachings of your faith, you lose cleric shit. do you mean if the forge is meant to be forgotten? What does it mean if it's in the past? What are the bones of one old god doing sealed in the temple of another? Yeah. Let's just go right down the list.
It was never meant for mortal use. Such power, such truths lie within it. It can bring only ruin.
Well, you brought the ruin.
When the Parkrunen came to the White March, they were peaceful. They shared common beliefs and purpose. Their visions for the Forge tore them apart. You have seen this for yourself. They would have destroyed themselves in the end.
Yeah, we'll never know.
You need only look to the history of your own civilization for assurance.
Sure, bitch.
How many wars, how many fallen empires might have been averted if only their leaders could forget the objects of their ambition? I mourned the loss of the Parkrunen. Misfortune brought them here. They did not deserve to end so soon.
The eyeless.
What the world casts aside, I take into my care. A thing may be forgotten, but it is never alone as long as I am here. They were lost children, abandoned, fixed on a purpose that no longer had meaning. I took them in, gave them new purpose. I did not create them, but yes, they are mine.
I saw them forged.
They were his once. I won't deny it. He created them as assistants to carry out his work on Aora.
What the fuck would they be able to assist with? They have mace hands.
But he has long been the overseer of progress in the world. Leaving things behind has always been his way. I allow him to leave his past in my care, so that it does not hold him back. I suppose we do. But then, the gods have always been able to accomplish far greater things when working together.
You love Abaddon.
Speak your mind.
You haven't given me the whole truth.
Careful what you accuse a god of, mortal.
Abaddon didn't abandon those creatures. You made him forget them. Otherwise, he might remember how he died. Oh, shit.
And what if I did, mortal? It does him no harm to forget.
It does him all the harm.
On the contrary, it lifts a burden. If Abaddon remembered, it would threaten the harmony between the gods. It was not so long ago that conflict between us led to disaster in your world, and the death of one of our number. Memory is but an image we create to make sense of the present. It carries no truth or meaning but what we ascribe.
So you sit there and you bitch about how we have wars, and then you fucking have your own wars.
A slight alteration to it is a small price to pay for peace.
I hate you. It's wrong to deceive him.
Memory deceives. It distorts. It reimagines. This is no different. The peace between the gods is already fragile. It will not withstand another shock. You may ask. Do not play coy with a god, Watcher. I know you have seen his death. I feel it whenever a forgotten thing is taken from me.
Oh shit.
Abidin did not deserve to die here. This place, it was the least I could do to give his remains some privacy. The least I could do for ending his life.
Light drains from your surroundings. The kelp forest becomes a corpse of black tendrils.
I called the moon down to me. Ioni brother. It was against his wishes. He would not listen to reason. Would not listen to me. In his madness, he splintered the moon. But it was not enough. The greatest of the fragments still fell toward that which he would protect. In the end, he took position where it would fall, and absorbed the impact himself.
Sure.
Ioni brother is their smaller sibling. tiny next to them. That time has been forgotten now, and so his death belongs to me. Everything he was before the impact.
But you slew another god. Do the other gods know this?
No! He cannot know! He must never know! Understand, he was not always as he is now. His body was not all he left behind. He was devoted to progress and industry from the beginning. But so too was he devoted to preservation. In those times he would let nothing go. Nothing could be forgotten. His will was iron long before his body. We agreed long ago, all of us, not to alter the course of Kith's civilization. Not directly. Not unless there were no other choice. But in this matter, there was no other choice. He understood that as well as anyone. It was for duty that he opposed it. I would have stopped it if I could, but by then it was too late.
So this dude seems right and proper. Seems like a good god. Abaddon sounds cool. Sacrifices himself to save people. Andra likes Abaddon, but doesn't like that he can't forget because she wants everyone to forget things. Brings the moon down, which forces Abaddon to sacrifice himself, and refuses to tell him about why he died. You're a bitch.
Time has finished much of what I started. I cannot tell you that, mortal, for fear of undoing all its costly work.
You make it sound as though you were the sane one.
The other gods knew what had to be done, but they lacked the will to go through with it. Even gods have their attachments. To erase all knowledge of such a grand thing required unthinkable devastation. The Eastern Reach, Deadfire. Mine was the only solution. When I called down Ione Brother, they remained silent. Even Abaddon. He knew it was for the best.
Or they were silent because they were like, I can't believe this bitch just did this.
But he tried to stop it all the same. Perhaps deep down I knew he would. I should have expected it. I could have stopped it. You may ask. The great conundrum of a god is how close to become with your subjects. Too far and they lose hope. Too close and your own judgment fails.
I guess dropping a rock on their heads is one way to fix that.
Civilizations are meant to ebb and flow. Allow them to persist for too long in power or knowledge, and you invite catastrophe. There was a time when we let our sympathies get the better of us. When memories were allowed to persist that should have been washed away. The other gods could not be moved to act. I did what had to be done without them.
So the Anguithians.
I speak of what is forgotten. I failed that day, but my purpose was achieved in the end. I will not dredge up the memory to satisfy idle curiosity. Memories are the spirits of the past. You of all people should know their sway on the present, Watcher.
Perhaps more than I'd care to admit. What's that supposed to mean? I'm perfectly sane. Yeah, passion.
Mortals measure the worth of their lives in memory. Who will remember me? How long until I am forgotten? Memory governs every thought, informs every choice. It can fuel passion, understanding, love. Or it can create obsession, madness. You have seen it plague many souls in your travels. Consider the old Watcher who inherited unspeakable crimes from birth. Or the former Crucible Knight, whose political embarrassment embittered him against the organization whose ideals he treasured above all. or the villager whose guilt led him down into a temple in search of the priests he condemned with his silence, or the promising animancer whose shame destroyed his ethics. They could be free from their burdens, if only they could forget.
Their problems go deeper than memory. Simply forgetting does not make them go away. The burdens exist for a reason. Yeah.
Many such people gain these burdens through no fault of their own. Others act to redeem themselves only to find their memories will not forgive them. The fires of Cold Morn died long ago, yet vengeance still burns in this construct's mind. What is vengeance but a fire fueled by memory that consumes the soul?
You can't...
A fun way to kill time?
There you go.
Cold Morn is not but a memory now. If it no longer intruded on her thoughts, no longer haunted her dreams, she could live a life of her choosing.
Cold Morn is a part of her identity now. It gives her purpose. Yeah, she's endured things so no one should have to remember.
Her life would have been far different. Of that there can be little doubt.
But I would lose my favorite conversation starter.
You cast your troubling memories aside when you had the opportunity, and you have found the peace you sought.
Feeling bad, but I don't remember why. It's like having scars for wounds you don't remember. One day, I can live with that.
The source of those wounds is long gone. The memory was all that could do you harm.
I would leave my own memories behind if I could, but they haunt me whether or not I like to remember them. There is value in memory despite the harm.
Even when problems have run their course, memory can be the stone that sinks you into the abyss.
Oh shit, am I about to, just outbrain her? Be as it may, I must reject your moral paradigm because the engenders of an incompetent conception of a good that fails under conception of the more importance of testing of the soul. Damn!
Indeed. And what has led you to conclude you know better than a god, mortal?
Bitch! Your suspicion that the peace of mind is tantamount to the overall good is a flawed premise. Empirically, we know that struggle and inner turmoil strengthen the soul as often as they strangle it. Yes, Zawa.
My master could not have said it better.
That hardly sounds like an improvement on inner peace. Is that the extent of your argument?
No, bitch. Actually, I submit to you that life is a framework to test the soul, and an untested soul will wither from disuse. Consequently, it is better to test the soul in order so that it should thrive. If it breaks, it is no worse off than it were not tested at all.
Your
Bam.
reasoning is interesting, mortal. Perhaps there is something to it. But it is not my will to simply do good. Those broken souls that fail your test, those are the ones I love most. For no other god will have them. What small mercies they ask of me, I will always grant. Was there something else, mortal?
Call off the eyeless.
On the contrary, mortal, their work must continue. Far too much was uncovered while they lay dormant.
Oh, God. In my dreams, I've seen them swarming over the Deerwood.
Those who know too much of the White Forge will be washed clean from Aora, and then the eyeless shall rest once more.
Mm-hmm. Soon some lost tribe of dwarves forged these visitors from all over. It'll never be forgotten.
Even if it is as you say, there is nothing that can be done. The eyeless do not think for themselves. They have only the purpose that is given to them. They do not stop until the purpose is fulfilled. They will not change course now for me or anyone. I am sorry.
Kauto said they could be called off.
Only if those they pursue are no longer a threat. The raid Sarens were stopped before they could take the White Forge.
By stopped you mean I murdered them.
In your case, Watcher, you are well beyond that now. And if what you say is true, then the Deerwood is as well. The interventions of gods seldom work out in anyone's favor. Our touch is too heavy. The world crumbles beneath it. It is why we so often enlist the help of mortals. They execute our wishes with greater care. I have done far too much already.
Then why haven't the other gods punished you?
Your determination is commendable. But the eyeless number in the thousands. You will need more than strength or luck.
The help of a god would be welcome. It may cost me my life, but I will do what I must. This is your mess. You better have something to offer. From stalwart to Cade Nua. No.
I will give you what aid I can. I bade the eyeless to remain hidden when at rest. They are gathered in the hollow of a great rock, splintered from Ione Brother. It lies in a flooded crater known as Kairon's Scar. Know, too, that they were built to answer the call of their master's hammer. When they hear it strike, they come to its aid. If you were to take that piece of his hammer from here and reshape it in Abaddon's forge into a likeness of the original, you might be able to call them to you. But destroying them would be another matter.
Oh my god, I can have an entire army of eyeless?
I know of one way, but only from the center of the Lion's Den. Only with their master's hammer in your service. If you can do all this, if you can reshape what remains of Abaddon's hammer and bring it inside their lair, I can instruct you there on what you would need to do.
It'd be easier if you told me now.
Nothing I say will make sense until you see it for yourself, mortal. We share a common purpose now. I will see you through it when the time comes.
I will remake this hammer in the White Forge and stop the eyeless. I'll do it.
If you do not, be assured, they will come for you as they did for the Pargrunen. Careful as you approach the lake. When I claimed the eyeless, I made sure they would not be discovered while they slept. Many of my most devoted followers stand watch there. They will not allow you near.
Oh, God damn it.
And there is something far worse. Something more fearsome and dangerous than any eyeless. Let us hope you do not attract its attention.
More dangerous? You can't just add that in there casually. Place of an answer, a sudden surge of the current beneath you sends you hurtling upward. The surface of it approaches fast, shifting and glimmering like quicksilver. You emerge soaking wet on the stone floor of the reliquary, gasping for breath as if you've been holding it for hours. Great.
Hey.
And some stuff happened. Later, the eyeless. Forgotten Army. Reforged the hammer. Weaver's Song? How long was I down there? The colorful clothing in the Spiritan Weaver Bosnia is known throughout the Eastern Reach. Over a year ago, she was on a trip to Defiance Bay when her ship sank in a violent storm just off the Pearl Coast. Miraculously, many of the passengers survived. Bia Sinetta's body was never found, and she was presumed to have died. However, a Valian merchant in Defiance Bay recently recognized some of Bia Sinetta's unmistakable work and an otherwise unremarkable shipment of textiles. He spoke with the others and learned that several shipments from different merchants bore all the same telltale patterns. Now many merchants believe Bia Sinetta is being held captive somewhere and is trying to communicate through her work. Whatever the message is, none have been able to decipher it, nor where it's coming from. I'll send somebody after that. Aloth, you can go. And I am going to save, because it is very late, and I need to be up in the morning. So, we're going to call it for right now. And I will see you guys next time. Is it gonna... Are we working? There we go. So yeah, thanks for watching. And we'll probably stream later sometime.
Good thing
the
I'm
week.
freshly greased.
I'll see you then.